Now we are coming to
A
the
great mosque.
Great Mosque.
Yeah.
And as you remember, I showed this before for carrying things within this rail.
Yeah.
How old is this rail?
This is from 1958 to 1965.
Okay, that's not that old.
Yeah, not
90.
that old. And it was brought here by a British guy, a naval chitic, purposely to collect wastage material from this place because the half of this mosque was underground. So it did excavation down here from that time, 1958 to 1965, and it was taking the rubbish from this place to the ocean, 100 meters from this spot. And this mosque, that's two mosques together. The original structure of 11th century and the additional party of 13th to 15th century. So this mosque, when it was completed in 15th century, it believed that it was the biggest mosque south of Sahara before 16th century.
Wow.
So the evidence of this was excavated, but you can see the roots of the tree is exposed out. That's a fig tree, stronger fig.
I seen like this in Cambodia also, the tree grown up by the side of the wall.
Yeah, this we call stronger fig, or depend on the other. Normally this kind of a tree does not grow alone. It needs support of other tree or a building in order to grow. The vivid example can see the small one up the tree, that one. If you leave that one, if you don't cut that small one, it will destroy. It will grow and then destroy this building.
Ah, oof.
Yeah. So
It
this
will grow
tree
and
is
grow
very
and grow.
dangerous. Yeah. That's why we call it a stronger fig. It is a parasite tree. Yeah. But its fruit is eaten by a different kind of bird species. As you hear the voice of birds on the top of the tree.
So when they built this mosque
This mosque, the original structure was done in 11th century in the front side.
by Yemeni,
Pardon?
by whom? By Yemeni,
No, this was done by the people from Persia.
Persia.
Yeah.
Okay, those Iranian who
Iran.
been here,
Yeah. So
and then
11th century.
converted to Islam.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that's mosque of 11th century. And then the additional party was done by second Sultan Al-Hassan bin Sulaiman. Also was done from 13 to 15th century when it was completed.
So you mean Iranian came here before Islam,
Yes.
and then when Islam came,
Also, they redone. They added structure.
they converted to Islam,
Yeah.
become Muslim, and they made this. And all
A
this,
beautiful, majestic mosque.
the original one built in 11th century.
11th century. This structure with the dome, 13th to 15th century.
Okay.
With this dome, beautiful one,
No.
with nice arch inside.
Yeah, that's
This
beautiful.
was done in 13th to 15th century. Was
Actually,
completed.
I think it's a kind of even Iran design.
Yeah.
Design of these pillars,
Pillars.
unlike this, on top like that.
Yeah.
For me, it is like Iranian
The same
architect.
Similar.
Architect.
Architecture from Iran.
Yeah,
Yeah. Architecture from Iran.
that was quite a big mosque at that time.
And that's why we say before 16th century, this mosque was the biggest mosque south of Sahara.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So you can imagine by
You call it
yourself.
south of Sahara.
Yeah. But you can see like two mirror direction to Mecca, like that one and this one here.
Oh, that is Qibla.
Yeah,
Qibla. Qibla.
Yeah.
One is here,
And the other one is there.
another one is
But
there.
each mosque should have one Qibla.
Yeah.
And that it was that one. But in the 18th century, the roof of origin mosque collapsed.
Okay.
And that time, they didn't have enough money because the Portuguese, they changed the major trade route. So economically, kilwa was down in the 18th century. So they didn't afford to make a roof of the original mosque. So 18th century decided to put this mihrab here, this qibla. So this qibla is from 18th century.
Actually, this is called mihrab, and that is a place for the imam. Imam means the person who stays in front. That is Arabic word. So imam has no any special meaning religious, but imam means in front. So the person who is in front of the other people stay here and start praying. So that calls mihrab, and that always in the way of Qibla. It shows Mecca. So according to him, every mosque must have a own mihrab, but that was the old mosque scraps. So they made another one. Nice. So good. And these are old.
Yeah,
what is the material for them?
Yeah, the old material from 13.
Material is from Tanzania, yeah?
Yeah, from Tanzania. The coral from the sea.
They're from the sea.
Yeah.
And how they join it? Because it was not cement before.
Yeah, they join, there's a cement from coral stones. Coral stones are stone which are extracted from the sea.
Okay.
They take it from the sea, and then they prepare in a method that they can get a slack lime. A slack lime you put a firewood under by the ground, and then you take the stone from the sea, coral stones, you put it on the top. And then you burn it. You don't cover. You burn it. When you burn them, you get a powder. The powder you get, before using it as a building material, you have to bury underground. You leave 1 year or 2 years during the rain season. After that, you check out, you mix with sand and water, ready for construction. That we call a mortar. So the mortar is joining between the sand and cement from coral stones. You mix together with the water. That's you get a cement. That's the one they use it to make these structures.
And it's quite strong and can live hundreds of years.
Yes. And this process, nowadays people, they don't do. Everything is very quick. They put that one in the water tank with the cement for 1 week, and then they check out, mix the sand and water, ready for construction. So does not stay for long, the place is breaking.
Okay.
So the old structure becomes stout compared to the new structure because of the ingredient, the process.
Yes.
They used it before is different with the process we use now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Samuel, for information.